7 classic cars that severely underperform. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Massive Carhead. 7. 1976-1990 Aston Martin Lagonda. Like most other automakers in the 70s, Aston Martin was going through financial problems and needed a new cash cow. As such, the British marque decided to build its first ever luxury sedan, the Lagonda. When the Lagonda debuted in 1976, every gearhead was in awe, mainly because of its extreme wedge-shaped design. A premium leather interior, mighty V8 engine, and computer-driven technologies further justified its insane price tag. However, the Lagonda's technology soon became its biggest issue, as they'd break down frequently. The main issue was that the electrics, which cost 4 times as much to R&D than the entire budget of the car. Aston Martin simplified the instrument cluster for the Series 3 and Series 4, but it remained a sore spot. 6. 1981-1994 Maserati Biturbo. Of all the wonderful cars Maserati has ever built, few are as important as the Biturbo. The Biturbo holds a special place in the entire automotive industry, as it was the first twin-turbocharged vehicle ever. Sadly, the Biturbo's best feature also became its Achilles' heel. Since the technology was still new and untested on the roads, the Biturbo's twin-turbocharged drivetrain had many issues. The later versions of the Biturbo and its many variations eventually became better, but the early cars suffered from some serious issues. Jeremy Clarkson's Shamal, he used in the Grand Tour, is a great example. 5. 1978-1988 Porsche 924 Turbo. In the mid-70s, Porsche needed a new entry-level sports car to replace the 914, resulting in the 924. The 924 was an important model as it was Porsche's first ever production car to have a front engine, rear-wheel drive layout, and water cooling. The 924 was also Porsche's first model with a fully automatic transmission. The 924 looked like a winner, but since it used a small Volkswagen 4-cylinder engine, many complained it was too slow. This is why Porsche built the 924 Turbo. While the 924 Turbo did have more power and speed, it was unreliable and suffered from turbo lag issues, as turbochargers were still new at the time. 4. 1990-1999 BMW 850i. The first generation BMW 8 Series took the world by storm when it debuted in the early 90s. It had a sleek aerodynamic design created using computers, unlike most other cars of the day, advanced technologies, and a variety of powerful engine choices, including a monstrous V12. While the E318 series was a superb car to have in the 90s, you should probably avoid it today. A 30-year-old computer-controlled BMW engine with its double Phanos system will undoubtedly give you headaches. 3. 1985-1992 Mazda RX-7 FC Wankel rotary engines. The RX-7 is Mazda's pride and joy. When the RX-7 first debuted in 1978, it received widespread praise thanks to its European rivaling wedge-shaped design and, most notably, its use of the Wankel rotary engine. Mazda's plan was to make the RX-7 so good that more manufacturers would consider using rotary engines, but it failed. Any RX-7 will give you problems if you drive it regularly or irregularly. And when it inevitably breaks down, it will be hard to find parts and specialist mechanics who know their way around such engines. 2. 1971-1980 Ford Pinto. Poor fuel tank design caused multiple fires. As one of the oldest automakers, Ford has built a few bad models over the years. However, of all the horrible cars Ford has ever built, one stands out: the Pinto. The Pinto was a disastrous car that almost killed Ford. It's definitely one of the worst cars ever. The Pinto is a hatchback Ford introduced in 1971 to boost sales. The Pinto was a huge commercial success for Ford, selling over 3 million units. However, there was one huge problem with the Pinto. A poor fuel tank design caused multiple catastrophic fires, leading to massive recalls and over 100 lawsuits. The 1970s and 1980s were filled with some hilarious Ford Pinto jokes, including one which made it into the parody feature film Top Secret 1984. 1. 1974-1987 Alfa Romeo GT V6 Wiring and Reliability Issues. The Alfa Romeo GT V6 is a fastback coupe that Alfa Romeo built in the 80s to spice up its lineup and boost sales. The GT V6 used the same Alfetta GT's platform but had a new design that looked cooler thanks to new one-piece headlights, new C-pillar fence, and gray plastic bumpers. Alfa Romeo also gave the GT V6 a power upgrade after replacing the Alfetta 4-pot with a V6, giving it much better performance. Unfortunately, Alfa Romeo was going through financial difficulties in the 80s and took many shortcuts during the development of its models, which is why the GT V6 had wiring issues and some other reliability problems. Problems owner report: typical Italian electrical issues, fuel pump failure, fuel injection failure, gaskets leaking above 120,000 miles, oil leaks common, thermostats failure, overheating, cooling fans failure, oil pressure switch failure, premature water pump wear, premature cam belt wear, front wheel camber may cause tires to prematurely wear, premature transmission wear causing synchro shifter mechanism to lock transaxle. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you will love them.